Yo, we gotta talk, people. We gotta talk about this boxing game. I got some stuff to tell y'all. We gotta talk, though. Y'all wanna talk? We gotta talk. Yeah, we definitely have a different conversation. New media. We need to talk, people. Some of y'all not gonna like this video. Some of you guys are gonna love it. But we need to talk, okay? We need to talk. Don DeMarco, Marco. New media. Let's get it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Let's get it. Oh my gosh. You know, I told you I'm West Coast all week. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. Let's warm up the mic. Let people see the stream. We about to go deep. Real deep. That deep cover shit. Yeah. I can feel it. Yeah. You know, like in the trenches. We taking it. We're going to keep it real westy. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? City, state, zip. City, state, zip. Rep where you from in that comment section. We going to go over it. Smash the like button. We going undercover, y'all. That deep cover. Ready for war, Joe? How you wanna blow the spot? I know these dirty cops that'll get us in if we murder some what? Hop in the Hummer, the Punisher's ready. Meet me if... Oh my God. Shout out to Big Pun. He killed this beat too. Shout out to Snoop, Dre. Yeah. Shout out to Harlem 212 shit. Hop in the Hummer, the Punisher's ready. Meet me at Vito's with noodles. We do this do-white slurping spaghetti. Joey crack, buck 'em all if they move. Noodle shoot that fucking hard. Then in the middle, a little did we know that we riddled to middleman who didn't. Oh my gosh, let's get it. 55904, Minnesota. Rest in peace, Big Pun. We got them big puns. Oh my gosh. Wait till we start talking about this. Ready for war, Joe? How you wanna blow they spot? I know these dirty that'll get us in it. Ego, you hey, you gonna call me out. He said, Ego, you say you keep it the West Coast, you start rapping the East Coast version. Hey, but you're right. Okay, I'm switching the beat because you gonna call my shit out. Pun killed that part though, bro. That's my shit. hey, you got me with that. If that was a hot seat, I would have lost that. You got me with that. That's good. I did say I was keeping the Westie and ready for war, Joe. How you wanna blow they? You got me. See, I can admit when I fuck up. Ready for war, Joe. How you wanna blow they spot? I know these dirty cops that'll get us in if we murder some what? Hop in the Hummer, the Punisher's ready. Meet me at. All right, we gonna switch the beat because I got called out. Fuck that. I see the boy. He quick, boy. You quick, boy. We gotta talk about it, you know. Now we doing something real Westy. Yeah, it make me something that do it. Yeah, we doing something all the way West Coast now because y'all messing with the real one. Okay, hold on. All right, keep it going. Dallas 214. I see y'all. Las Vegas, fight capital of the world. Craig, it's small in here. Nah, you real big in here. Okay, now we on that West Coast. Since Icy the one wanna call me out. Okay, now we mobbing. Yeah. Now we taking it all the way west. Doom. Boom, boom, boom. City, state, zip, where y'all at? Where y'all from? We got to talk about it. Gennady had no guys. Golovkin. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, Icy the one gonna call me out, so we gonna take it to this west shit. Real westy. Ooh. See, y'all ain't got. Can you do that to the Beach Boys? Can you do that to the Beach? Hell nah. That shit slap. Y'all don't know about no West Coast slap. What? Y'all don't have drums like us, like the way these drums be. You see how our drums be hitting, man? Come on. Mac 10. We about to get this party crack in. On some real Westy shit. Rest in peace, Nip. Neighborhood Nip. Hey, California, where y'all at? Where y'all from? City, state, zip. Where you at? Where you from? Where you at? Where you from? City, state, zip. Where you at? Where you from? Icy call me out in the motherfucking chat. I don't give a fuck like the motherfucking brat. Functified. Let's get it. Vote live. Vote live. Vote. Oh my gosh. Rest in peace, Neighborhood Nip. Bay to LA shit. See, this how we dance to the Bay. Hey, this shit slap, bro. This shit. Hey. City, state, zip. Come on, let's keep it going. We just warming up the mic. Shout out to Chicago. Chi-town in this. Rep your town. 15th Freeway, Eastvale. City, state, zip. Where you at? Where you from? I say city, state, zip. Where you at? Where you from? We about to talk about Triple G. DAZN. Sonora in the building, per usual. We worldwide with it. I got my Lokes on for this. Let's get it. Smash the like button. 81 Tree, Tampa. Shout out to Jersey, Chicago, Garfield Park, boxing. We about to talk about some of this boxing. Go to my East Coast people. They might cut you with the oxen. Let's get it. $150. Shout out to Warren G. LA. Houston. Alright, we ready. I'm good. Shout out to Chicago 773 Portmore. Let's get it. Alright. I don't even know where to begin. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. And I'm back with some more boxing. We got to talk about some stuff. You know, funny thing is, like I told you, new media. D. Bevel said Triple G versus Carl the Tooth Williams from In Living Color. Hey, bro. Hey, new media. I told you, that's that new drip. This the new wave. Get with it or get lost. The game don't wait. So, ironically, I've been talking about this. There was a bidding war for the Contender Season 5 winner, Brandon Adams. He got offers from Charlo. He got offers from, Charlo PBC. He got offers from DAZN, Triple G. Now, the reports came out. It looks like Brandon Adams is leaning towards, he's about to fight Charlo on Showtime. That's what the reports are indicating. Made a video. I said, now, who's Triple G gonna fight? Now, the Los Angeles Times, Lance Pugmire, he did an article saying that, Triple G's side is leaning. They got offers to make a fight in San Antonio, but they're leaning towards making the fight, Triple G's next fight, in New York. Shout out to all my people in New York, Dead ass, Word to Miz, dead ass. Shout out to my New Yorkers, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, okay. Who you gonna fight in New York? You dig? And, hold on, let me just pull it up for y'all, brother. I'm trying to pull it up. My bad. For life. For life. For life. Bat. Oh my God. Let's get it. Triple G targets Madison Square Garden. Lance Pugmire, Los Angeles Time. Right? So this is the article. And I'm sounding like they said he shot Nipsey. Horrible stuff. Yeah, we'll just leave it like we're gonna do y'all like that. Hold on. So it's just talking about how the Alamo Dome wanted him. Says Triple G is such a big name, American Hispanics, it's a perfect fit. This is a representative of the Alamo Dome. He said San Antonio wants this fight badly, and we don't care who Golovkin fights. If the opponent is good enough for DAZN, he's good enough for us. Gennady has endeared himself, blah, 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 right? You guys can read it. But hold on, let me find it. Where's it at? Where at though? They talk about, hold on, where does it say? They talking about Golovkin fighting. There you go. Okay. It says, bruh. It say, hey, hold up. It say, the Contender winner Brandon Adams reportedly intends to fight unbeaten middleweight Jermall Charlo June 15th on Showtime, leaving Golovkin to choose from lesser foes, including Cameroon-born Hassan in Jakam. That's Hassan Indam, bro. Wow. Now it's not it's not it's not official, but LA Times has delivered some very good info and insight, intel. Like they got they got phone numbers, they're connected. Indam. Wow. Drake. Like really? Indam? Like I can't wait for old media. What do you have to say for yourselves? Like I just want to hear it. Do y'all even know who Indam is? Like for real. I know him, but you don't. Do you know who Indam is? Like let's just start there. Who knows who Indam? Who knows who Indam is? I do. Why you do that, Cinnamon 7? He said this was a horrible fight. Wasn't that the guy that got blasted by Lemieux? Yes, bro. In 2015 or some shit. Cause what? Okay, so let me give you guys. I made a video about it. This is not really even a disrespect to Indam. I'm just telling you what it is, like, career-wise. So, Peter Quillen fought Indam. That was the first that I really, start paying attention to him, to Indam. Peter Quillen beat him in 2012. Shout out to my guy, Kid Chocolate. Peter Quillen knocked him down 6 times in one fight. Knocked him down 6 times. In 2012, y'all motherfuckers was in, high school still and shit, probably. Y'all motherfuckers hadn't even graduated, some of y'all. Some of y'all might have been fetuses. I don't know. Y'all might have been in fetal position. I don't know how young y'all are. I don't know what the fuck. But that was a good amount of time ago. Like, that's I don't even know if I was covering boxing like that, to be honest. So, anyway, Peter Quillen beat him. Knocked him down 6 times, beat him. I'm trying to think of who was next. Then Jermaine Taylor had mental issues and gun charges and all shit. So Jermaine Taylor at middleweight beat Sam Solomon, who has like 11 losses, 12 losses, something like that. And he had one leg in the fight. Jermaine Taylor beat him to become champion. The guy's leg was messed up. Sam Solomon in the fight. So it was really an awful fight to watch. Because the guy was just like squirming because his knee gave out. Showed heart. And then Jermaine Taylor had legal issues, so he got stripped or relinquished of his title, the IBF title. So in 2015, Hassan Indam challenged David Lemieux for the vacant title. So this is all before Triple G fought Lemieux. This is actually so just to put in perspective, this was the fight before Gennady had Golovkin versus Lemieux. Lemieux challenged Indam in 2015 for the vacant IBF title, right? For the vacant IBF title. David Lemieux, he hurt him, but Indam was, showed heart. He dropped, unlike Peter Quillen, he dropped him 4 times instead of 6. So basically between the Peter Quillen fight and the David Lemieux fight, Indam got dropped 10 times. Showed heart in both fights, but dropped 10 times for the record. Somewhere in there, Indam beat Curtis Stevens. Actually, I'm trying to see. Oh, he beat Curtis Stevens before that for an eliminator to challenge for the IBF title. That's what it was. So the Curtis Stevens fight was before that. Then he fought Indam. Now, here's a funny story. I talked about this in the video. 2015, just to give you guys some clarity. And like to... I like to give analogies, put things in perspective. The day of Hassan Indam and David Lemieux, I remember that day well. Even though it was in 2015, I still remember it because I was covering a fight, not that fight. And there were 3 important fights on that night. This is off the top of my head, bro. Like, I just remember that date because I remember where I was at. You know how certain, like, when Tupac died, where were you at? You remember little things. I have a good memory anyway. But I was covering Andre Ward versus Paul Smith that same exact day. It was June 20th. Same exact day. I was in the Bay where I reside. I went to Oakland to cover this Rock Nation Andre Ward versus Paul Smith. That same day, Adrian the Problem Broner fought Sean Porter in Vegas. That same night, David Lemieux fought Hassan Indam. So just to put in perspective, Indam fought Lemieux in 2015, just to give you an exact time frame, because people, not everyone remembers dates and stuff. But the same exact night, Broner fought Sean Porter. So just to put in perspective, that's how long ago. The same night Andre Ward fought Paul Smith, that's when Hassan Indam fought David Lemieux, So he was in title contention, just won an eliminator versus Curtis Stevens. He looked pretty good in the Curtis Stevens fight. But I believe Stevens had already lost to Golovkin by stoppage, and he had already been stopped by Marcos Primera, I think his name, earlier in his career. He already had losses, So that's that. Then David Lemieux challenges Golovkin, gets stopped, loses his title, and Golovkin goes on to do what he does. After that point, Indam didn't really fight anyone of note until he got to like Ryota Murata. And then he won a split decision, which was contested and controversial, and they gave it to him. And a lot of people thought Murata really beat him. Murata immediately had a rematch his next fight with Indam, and then he stopped Indam, made him retire on the stool or some shit. So Indam hasn't really done nothing since that. His very last fight was Martin Murray, who had also lost. So this is horrible. Like, I don't even know what to, like, I'm not even going to try to sugarcoat it. If he fights Indam, this is horrible because this is clearly not a fight that is going to bring, in my opinion, like Indam, I don't give Indam about this fight. That's what I don't give a, Like, not a damn. I don't give in dom about this fight happening. So that's the real in dom here. No doms given. I give not a dom. Don't give in dom about a fight with Triple G versus in dom. That's the real in dom in this situation. Like, oh, hey, Ego, you want to see Gennady, Triple G, Golovkin versus Indom? I don't give Indom. I don't give Indom. I don't. If they fight, I don't give Indom. Like, oh, you don't give Indom a chance? No, I don't give Indom to see this. Like, I don't want to see this. so, oh my God. Somebody says Jean-Claude Van Damme. Hey, bro. Yeah, see, let me stop with the jokes because Eagle Army, Eagle Army, Van Damme though. Hey, you're tripping, bro. That broke my whole concentration. Let me stop with the jokes because Eagle Army started chiming in with the joke. Van Damme, y'all. Bang! That man said, hey, bro, that blood sport, though. What are you doing, Frankie? Keep going. Keep going. What are you doing? Go for the gut. Chong Li, he's sweet in the gut. Try, come on. Don't. Someone say Jean-Claude Van Damme. Hey, y'all killed it, bro. Whoever said that, never say that again. That was funny. Anyway, I don't give a damn about this fight, bro. Like, fuck you, me. Like, come on, bro. Indom, you know, he has heart, but he's seen better days. Like, I mean, it's you beat Martin Murray. Let's look at it. Triple G beat Martin Murray. Sergio Martinez beat Martin Murray. I thought Martin Murray won that fight. You know, he had to draw with Felix Sturm. I had Gabe Rosado beating Martin Murray, but they robbed him. You know what I'm saying? So Martin Murray beating him at this point doesn't really mean like best middleweight or nothing. You know, it's funny, man. When Peter Quillen fought in 2012, like when Sabrina the Teenage Witch was on and shit, bro. When Chingy was still out. It was word how we met, huh? She was with her mom. Say what? I like the way you like Chingy was out at that time probably. Every time I try to leave, something keep pulling me back, telling you in my life. Like Chingy was out when that fight happened, bro. Chingy probably walked Quillen out. At the Holiday Inn, like what? And when I like the way you do that right there. And the thing is, when Quillen fought him, y'all said, "Oh, Quillen cherry picking again." What a cherry picker, Peter Quillen. Oh, Kid Chocolate, come on. The chocolate has melted, guys. The Black Channel. Why would Peter Quillen? Why would Quillen find him? Wow. And they really, it was word how we met, huh? She was with her mom at I'm with my son, cash in the check, so I asked for, like Chingy and Nelly was like on top of the charts probably at that point. I open up shop at 13, dime up, go to deck in OC. I'm from the show me state, show me 7, I'll show you 8, like. What are we talking about? But when Quillen fought him, y'all said Indom wasn't this and what that. Now it's 2019, bro. Years have passed. He's taken other losses since Quillen. Bro, this is crazy, bro. Shakur Stevenson is doing more. His next fight is more of a step up for where he's at than Triple G, a silver medalist who's 37. Hey, this is crazy. Daniel Jacobs and Canelo are both younger than Triple G. And that's a hard-ass fight for both of them. And Triple G trying to fight somebody with predator braids. Anytime. Want some candy? Like, you trying to fight somebody with some predator braids, bro. Come on, bro. Yeah, what are you doing? Get to the chopper. Yeah. Yo, what the fuck are you? You're ugly. You trying to fight these man, man, what the fuck, bro? You trying to fight somebody with some when the braids ain't too tight and then they turn into dreads like on accident. Like, bro, come on, man. What are we talking about, bro? Dom cool and all. What? Bro. What are you doing? Get to the chopper. Do. Yeah. I don't have time to bleed. Remember Bill Duke when he was laying that forest down? I'ma have me some fun. Hey, Bill Duke started first of all, that's one of my favorite movies. Second of all, I don't care if you guys don't like this. Jesse Ventura was laying shit down in that forest, in the jungle, bro. And then Bill Duke, oh my God, he went mania. They was getting active with that Gatling gun. Oh my God, trees and yeah. What are you doing? Hey Dylan, you son of a bitch. But Bill Duke was when he picked up that. He was getting active, bro. Even Carl Weathers, Dylan, they was getting active in that jungle. Fuck y'all talking about? Apollo Creed was so raw in the movie. He got his arm blown off and was still bucking. That's how you know that's some real life thug life. If somebody shoots your arm off and you still dump it like pop, 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 you just dumping off an instinct at that point. Your shit detached. Your shit gone. And he was still bucking at the his arms on the ground. Pop, 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 pop. And then Bill Duke, he's like, Jackie Jill went up in here, fetch a pail of water. I'ma have me some fun. So you fight somebody with Predator versus Alien braids, bro. I'm done. Hey, Icy the One is a real official one. He said, yeah, the Predator was low-key having a hard time dealing with them. They wasn't no punks in that jungle. Predator had to cheat with all these futuristic weapons and shit. Indom was in that jungle having some issue, bro. With them braids, bro. Remember when the Predator took his mask off? His eyes was dumbass close together. Anytime. Motherfucker. Why did the Predator... I don't know if his eye, he looked like cross-eyed and shit. And the Predator took over. He looked like Wanda. Remember Jamie Foxx when he played Wanda? I'm ready to go. Like, why did Predator look like that, bro? He was ugly as fuck, bro. Anyway, why is Triple G talking about fighting Indom, bro? Indom fought one time in 2018. What are we talking? Indom, all of his step-up fights outside of Curtis Stevens, who had already been beaten more than once, including by Golovkin. You get what I'm saying? Like I told you guys, I talked about this. I'ma have me some fun. I hope this fight don't happen, because shout out to 805, man. Make sure you guys smash the like button. I hope this fight doesn't happen, because like this, I don't see, like at this point I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help the zone. Like Triple G might as well fight Fernando Guerrero, or somebody like that. Like it doesn't even make sense. Like there's no way I don't care who, Tom Loeffler, I don't care who's talking about this. This fight doesn't make sense, bro. You can get Tom Loeffler, you can get Tom and Jerry, Thomas Jefferson, Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolate. It makes it. You never know what you're gonna get. Like I don't care what Tom you get. This fight don't make sense. Like I said, Tom Hanks. It don't matter. But me and Gennady. This fight, Triple G and Indom. Like get all the Tom Loeffler, Tom Cruise, Tom Petty. You get them all. It's still not gonna make sense. I don't care who you get to explain it to me. I don't care, bro. This doesn't make sense. You know, and then from a DAZN perspective, if they pull the trigger on this, if they co-sign this, Tom Arnold, bring him too. You know, Uncle Tom, all the Toms, bring all the Toms. Tom GPS, bring all the Toms to explain. Tom Brady, he can explain. I don't care if he just got a ring. I really don't, bro. Nah, I'm not no fool. Y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. It don't matter who you get, bro. You get Tommy Pickles from Rugrats. Hey, Chucky. Like, it don't matter who you get. Tom Schwartz, Tyson Fury opponent. MySpace Tom. Get all them. Yeah, you motherfucker wearing a white shirt every day. What the fuck are you talking about? Bro, get Tom Schwartz, Tyson Fury. You can get whoever you want to explain it to me. Still not gonna make no business. Okay, y'all wildin' now. Somebody said Thomas the Train, bro. Stop. Okay, stop, please. Someone said Thomas the Train. I think I can. It don't matter who you get to explain this. Like from a fan-friendly style, Mexican style, black style, monkey style, bro, I don't care whose style. None of this shit makes sense. Business-wise, it don't make sense. Business savvy for DAZN to raise their prices and then put it. Y'all could say whatever. Someone said Tom Brokaw. Yeah, y'all getting broke off in this fucking chat, bro. Bars. Y'all talking about Tom Brokaw. Y'all getting broke off with these points that I'm making. Y'all know it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What happened to all the people that say, remember when PBC first came out, they on the up and coming, they were like putting on fights like, Keith Thurman and Luis Collazo, and then you heard all these people. Why would PBC, the Black Channel, why would PBC make this? This makes no sense. Why would PBC make Keith Thurman versus Collazo? Bro, how is this? Keith Thurman, at that point, he hadn't fought Danny Garcia. He hadn't fought Sean Porter. And you've seen with Collazo, that's a more respectable fight. But what happened to these people? What happened to, where are the VH1? Where are they now? All the people that had PBC criticisms and, critique to a T certain fighters. Why is Andre Ward fighting Alexander Brand? This doesn't make sense. So, all y'all, Alexander Brand, PBC motherfucker, all y'all, now explain how this makes sense. Since we critiquing shit, and this is the current shit. All that other shit is a dub. That shit in the past. So now we talking about the current. So explain how this fight makes sense. I'm with it. I want to hear this. Like, you could have fought Wesley Snipes. You could have fought Whistler from Blade. Somebody. At least I would have known them. Frost! Like, you could have fought Blade. That would have been cool. He trained in Capoeira. Triple G versus Indom really makes no sense to me. And I don't care who you get to explain it. Bro. And see, remember, I just talked about this. New media. The people who are anti-new media, like old media, right? They constantly go against the grain of what I say and what I'm talking about. And then stuff like this happens. I just talked about this. I just did a video, recorded it last night. It was uploaded this morning before this news broke. And it was about Canelo. Canelo said he wants to unify the division this year. Why doesn't Triple G fight Andrade? Because now you kind of corner Canelo. If Canelo gets past Jacobs, then there's no, I don't think Jacobs has a rematch clause per se if he is to lose, because Canelo's the A side. There's probably a rematch clause if Canelo loses. You get what I'm saying? So if Canelo gets past Jacobs fair and square, he moves on. And he says he wants to unify the middleweight division this year. Andrade's the only other guy that he would have 3 belts if he beats Jacobs. Andrade's the only other guy with the belt. Why wouldn't Triple G and his team think, instead of putting Andrade, the Black Channel, instead of putting him on the card, how about he is the card with Triple G? Now you have a meaningful, basically in essence, you have a Super 4 middleweight tournament with everybody except for Jamal Charlo. and we would just have to live with that. You get what I'm saying? Because Charlo is not over there. How is it Canelo? Like I said, black and brown fighters. Just look at. If I'm lying, look at it. How does Canelo have to fight Jacobs, somebody he's looking up to like this? And he's under 30. He's a dude like 28 years old with a better resume than Triple G. Learned on the job from fighting club fights in Mexico to get his swag. Learned from a Mayweather ass whooping and a loss. Got better. And he's still fighting competition. I'm not saying everything in Canelo. I don't think he should have fought Jose Cito Lopez. Rocky Fielding, we already knew what was going to happen. But it don't matter because his complete body of work, being a non-Olympian, is very good, especially if you consider his age. If you look at, damn, he's only 28. He fought Floyd. He fought Cotto. Those are legends. Cotto and Floyd Mayweather are, without a doubt, first round, first ballot Hall of Famers. And Canelo fought him. Didn't beat Mayweather, but he still fought him. Erislandy Lara just recently lost his title. He's still, a good fighter, especially when Canelo fought him. All of Erislandy Lara's losses were controversial. Paul Williams and, shit like that. Disputed. So it was almost like fighting an undefeated Erislandy Lara at that time. And then Golovkin's up here, 36, about to be 37 this year. And they're talking about Indom. And you can't even, and see, old media, I told you, they get the shotty, and they shoot their own foot. Because I could maybe accept stuff like this if Triple G's team wasn't being so arrogant and saying that we beat the shit out of Canelo and we got robbed. Because then at least if they accepted defeat, accepted the loss and say, hey, we got to regroup, we do want to rematch Canelo or fight Canelo Jacobs winner, so we just taking a soft touch. You can at least maybe, even though it's still not, that don't make it a good fight, you could at least explain the rationale of fighting somebody. But you can't run around with your chest puffed out like, oh, I beat Canelo's ass twice and got robbed. Then your confidence should be good. You good, bruh. You should be good. Why would your confidence suffer if you know you got robbed? Same thing with Tyson Fury. You say you beat Wilder and he only won 2 rounds and he was a champion. Why regress to Tom Schwartz? That's what I'm saying. Old media, it's over. It's over. Everything starts from now. We know this stuff. We now know these things don't make sense. It's nothing personal. It's always business. I'm Nino Brown. It's always business. You can't say I beat Canelo's ass and got robbed twice and, get sympathy and, hey, 45 people at Press Rose said I won. Okay, then in your mind, you're a winner. You have the confidence of a champion. The only thing you don't have is the belt. Cool. So why is Canelo, who you beat and he got robbed, he's already back to fighting great competition in Daniel Jacobs, who he said on paper in his interview with ESPN Deportes, he says that Jacobs is the number 2 middleweight behind him. So he's fighting someone he respects, and you could tell they respect each other. They're not really trash talking. They did like a little FaceTime together and all this stuff. You got a 28-year-old showing you up like this. You got Jacobs who beat cancer and he's showing you up like this. And and he's come back from knockout losses. Triple G ain't even been knocked out before. He ain't even been. Jacobs battled cancer and a knockout loss and a loss to Golovkin. Still is back, fighting undefeated fighter after undefeated fighter. And you guys tell me I'm paranoid. I'm lying. There's nothing more to it. I'm just playing the race card. Stop it. Stop it. You look horrible. Once again, new media, the stuff I say, we see. It's unacceptable, inexcusable. It makes no sense. Indom couldn't even beat guys that Golovkin beat. He didn't beat David Lemieux, and he beat Curtis Stevens, but he didn't beat David Lemieux, right? And he beat Martin Murray. So, you fighting guys that you've already beat, he beat or lost to guys you already beat. Like, what is the point? And he's not even really been an active fighter. He's 35. He don't really have no crazy power or some shit where you're just like, oh, shit. At least he has a massive puncher chance. Listen, Canelo, or whatever, I might as well call him Canelo because he's clout chase Canelo. Golovkin, his latter part of his career has been, in my opinion, misguided with the notion that I have to stalk Canelo. Dear Canelo, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I left my cell pager and my home phone at the bottom. I sent 2 letters to Guadalajara. You must not have got them. There probably was a problem at the post office. Like, it's like some stand stuff. Like, you can make moves without Canelo. That fight can come back around. This is like some stand shit. Shh, please don't come there wondering why. Even if I could. You know, I remember that time in autumn you said I was a good boy. Like, what? Hey, Canelo, you must not have got him. There probably was a problem at the like. What are we doing? Like, your whole career doesn't have to revolve. And see, to me, for just my opinion, DAZN shouldn't make Golovkin's career. You gotta see. That's what I'm saying, bro. Anybody else, especially if they black, they don't get no P's. They don't get no pass. They can't just come off of losses and controversial wins and shit, and then be in these stay safe fights. Look at it. Canelo, Golovkin, draw. Then they rescheduled it. Canelo, this was his bad. He ate the meat or whatever you're talking about. Failed a drug test for whatever reason, right? So that fight got canceled. Then Triple G didn't fight his mandatory, Sergey Derevyanchenko. Got stripped later for not fighting and failure to fight Sergey Derevyanchenko, who Jacobs later had to fight. The Black Channel, right? So he didn't fight his mandatory to keep his belt. He fought Vanes Martirosyan, coming off a 2-year layoff in hiatus, a loss to Edislandi Lara, and a move up from 54 to 160. As if that wasn't enough against him, he took the fight on 2 to 3 weeks because Canelo's bullshit with the drug test. They didn't really have time to prep, and other previous opponents like Jaime Munguia, those fights didn't get approved. So Triple G ended up, when it was decided that he was fighting Vanes Martirosyan, because he had to fight on the Mexican dates to show that he was Mexican style or whatever. By the time it happened, Vanes had probably 2-3 weeks to prepare. He was coming off a loss, 2-year layoff, new promoter situation with Don King, left Al Heyman, you know, and he was moving up from 54 to 60. That's who Golovkin fought. Then he fought Canelo. Canelo, different game plan, came anew, thought Canelo beat him. He's complaining, saying that it was a robbery, and then he takes time off. He gets all these options, ESPN, BBC, lands on DAZN. And now he's in another rumored, he's rumored to be considering another guy, which doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really boost or bolster the Canelo Triple G trilogy. Canelo's in a tough fight. Jacobs, 2 former opponents of yours, are both fighting each other in a unification, in a big fight for boxing. One of the best fights this year, on paper at least, right? I think it'll deliver. I think it'll be a good fight too. And then Triple G is trying to fight Endom. And then, to add insult to injury, DAZN allowing this. To add insult to injury, they're trying to put Andrade on the card. Well, yeah, we'll just let you be the co-feature. When Triple G really should be fighting Andrade. Canelo already told you. He's at A-side. De La Hoya already told you. Things happen on their terms. They're the A-side. They already won. If Canelo beats Jacobs, he's really the man. Because Jacobs is a quality fighter. And he'll have collected Jacobs' IBF belt. So Golovkin has no leverage, no pull. He's been chasing Canelo, got 2 Canelo fights, and then now he don't have to climb back up no ladder or nothing. See, that don't happen, especially with black fighters. Dillian White loses to Joshua. He has to come up out the trenches. He has to fight, the Robert Heleniuses and, ranked guys, Lucas Brown. He has to avenge his loss to Derek Chisora to maybe get a title shot. And he still didn't even get the Joshua title shot with DAZN. He still didn't get a Wilder title shot. But he had to fight guys like that, avenge a tough first fight with Derek Chisora, knock out Lucas Brown, beat a former champion in Joseph Parker. This is what he had to do to not even get a title shot with Anthony Joshua, which was an in-house fight that they could have made on DAZN. Jacobs had to fight Golovkin, undefeated. He had to fight Luis Cuba Arias, undefeated. Mad Selesky, undefeated, who they're trying to match with Andrade now. Then he had to fight Sergey Derevyanchenko, a stablemate, someone he sparred 400 rounds with or whatever, that used to train in his gym with the same trainer. He had to do all that. He had to fight three other undefeated fighters after coming off a loss to an undefeated Golovkin just to get the Canelo fight. Meanwhile, Golovkin could fight, whoever, Clifford the Red Dog or whoever, in order, and he just gets a Canelo. Come on, bro. Like I said, America, y'all do what y'all want, but for me, I gotta support who's doing it right. The people who are like actively trying to grow You know, I understand not every fight's gonna be your toughest fight. I understand that, but this is utterly insane. You know what I'm saying? The Brandon Adams, I wasn't even like really thrilled to see Golovkin fight him just because. And see, this is the thing, bro. I'm about to body these guys. I'm about to body y'all. Because I keep hearing this misconception. Listen, people want to be new media so bad. It doesn't work that way. You're not new media because none of your thoughts are fresh or new. You're the opposite. You rotten media. So people want to keep comparing Charlo to Triple G. They're different people. They're different careers. It happens that they are in the same division now. So you can't compare Charlo fighting Brandon Adams to Triple G because they don't have the same career. See, when I say we want to eradicate double standards and eliminate double standards, it's because there's clear double standards and a favoritism towards one fighter. Like you'll criticize, like I said, people said PBC has cherry-picked mismatches when they were first coming out. Now, Golovkin fought Vanes Martirosyan. You don't see those same reports. You know, now they're talking about him fighting potentially Indom in New York. How many of my New Yorkers that watch the channel is really checking for that and want to see that? I'm not clowning Triple G. I'm going off facts. Bro, I don't have the tolerance and the patience. I don't have anything dumb. I'm at it. So please, I don't care if you're a regular. I don't care if it's your first time here. I'm really not for that because this way all motherfuckers always want to distract. So if you're a distraction, you in the way. Anywho, the bottom line is Triple G, you know, he gets away with like fighting a Vanes Martirosyan, and you don't see that same energy. You don't see the same complaints. You know, Errol Spence, another Black American fighter. I'm gonna keep saying this so you guys see it. You know, before he even fought Mikey, there was already excuses. Oh yeah, I think Mikey's gonna beat Errol Spence, but in the event that Spence beats him, you have the same person, you know, that wrote the article saying that Mikey's gonna beat Spence, but in the event that Spence wins, he gets no credit. It's a lose-lose situation. But then when Triple G can fight Vanes Martirosyan, you don't see them articles about it's a lose-lose situation. If he fights Indom, I don't really see what DAZN or Triple G really gains from boxing fans. You know, in terms of clout, I don't see how it builds Canelo Triple G 3. And you don't see them same article, oh, this is a horrible fight, this is a lose-lose. But let Mayweather fight Berto after beating Pacquiao, the guy y'all said will beat Mayweather. Mayweather fought Pacquiao same year, closed up his Showtime contract with the two-time former champion in Berto, who had just came off of wins with like Jose or Victor Ortiz or whoever he fought, Jose Cito Lopez and Upshaw or some shit. And that wasn't good. Oh, Mayweather ruined his 22-year legacy fighting Berto. You see all this extra shit. So that's the type of equalities that we point out, and inequalities and double standards. The shit they do, old media, because they want to be like us. Let me break it down like an ounce. Let me break this down for you. Jermall Charlo is Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo didn't go to the Olympics. Triple G did, and he's a silver medalist. Jermall Charlo is about 28 years old. Triple G is not. He's almost 10 years older than that at 37. So just off of those two things alone, what are we talking about? Let me continue. Jermall Charlo is a former champion at 154. Triple G has been fighting at middleweight since the amateurs. So those things are facts. Those things are not made equal. Those are real life. That's just like saying Errol Spence. That's like me saying Errol Spence and John Molina have the same skill set. They don't. So I'm not going to say that. John Molina is cool to watch. He's fun. That's my dude. But I can't, I'm not going to sit up here and say Ruslan Provodnikov has the same skill set as Floyd Mayweather. You feel me? Like that's not an inequality. That's not a double standard. I'm just telling you from what I've seen, Ruslan Provodnikov doesn't have the complete fighter skill set that Mayweather has. But see, old media is so dumb and so shallow. They tried to compare those types of things and make it like you're not treating so-and-so fair, or the black channel, all this stupid shit. Those things aren't fair. It's pretty much provable based on performance that Ruslan Provodnikov don't have a Floyd Mayweather defense, and he doesn't have the same skill set. It's fun to watch, but he doesn't have those things. So we're not after, like, when nobody, like, if there's, like, Amir Khan is fast as fuck. Triple G is slow to me. But on the other hand, Triple G has a hell of a chin, a man-style chin, and Amir Khan's chin is suspect. Those things are not made equal. Like who out there believes that Triple G's chin is the same chin as Amir Khan? Who out there believes that Amir Khan's hand speed is that of Gennady Golovkin? Those things aren't made equal. That's just what it is. You know, so I can't see people like, oh, be fair. There's no being fair when Khan is fucking faster than Triple G. And we all see it. There's no being fair when Triple G has a better fucking chin than Amir Khan. I can't be fair with that because they don't have equal attributes. Now, if it was close or something, like if it was like Gary Russell Jr.'s speed and we're compared to Amir Khan or Ryan Garcia's speed, you know, that's different because these are all fast people we're talking about. So that's the difference between old media and new media. I told you we're going to break this down like an ounce. Okay, we're going to break the brick down. This shit ain't been stepped on. I'm giving it to you raw, pure. So that's the difference. Not all things are equal in that vein, but you could still treat fighters equal. You could treat them equal. Like if their actions, you know, like how you criticize certain guys and for fighting this person, and then someone fights someone way worse and then there's no criticism. That's something different because you're holding this person to a crazy, you know, high scrutiny and you're not keeping it level because someone else did something worse. You know, like they'll say, like people are Wilder ducked Joshua with no proof, no real proof of that. Tyson Fury pulls out of negotiations when he was arguing with Wilder or negotiating with Wilder and goes to a different opposing network, which creates a complication. Then his team hits up the WBC, says, hey, we want a tune-up or two. We're not fighting Wilder next. We just want to give you a heads up. And then they don't call that a duck. That's what I'm talking about. So in the case, I'm going to do this like Maury Povich, because I'm the Maury Povich of boxing. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. In the case of Gennady Golovkin and Jermall Charlo, the situations aren't even remotely equal. Brandon Adams is 28, Charlo is 28. Now, it's not just about age, but if you're 10 years older and you've been in the game just as long and you're a silver medalist, wouldn't you surmise or expect that somebody's resume, they would have a full body of work by age 37, especially being a silver medalist? For example, I'm destroying. That's why what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. I'm destroying them. Block Leroy Winston. I'm not here for no games. This ain't the kiddie show. Block Leroy Winston. You fuck it up the stream, I will not continue talking unless Leroy Winston is out of my. So, shooters, it's on you. Thank you. I'm just going to rely on and lean on my shooters. When there's some bullshit like that, I'm not going to keep talking until they clarify and rectify the problem. I'm just putting out that hit like that. So, here's another example. Make sure you smash the like button. The real is back. If I'm lying, please correct me, but you will be correcting me in the hot seat because I know what I'm saying. And I know the truth. So if you have your own truth that varies from this truth I'm telling you, then we going to go fact for fact, line for line, bar for bar. That's how it got to be. No mercy. So, case in point, people mock and make fun of Amir Khan. But the one thing you can't say and take away from Khan, motherfucker got cojones. He got heart. He's fighting Terrence Crawford, who is perceived as the guy in the division, or 1A, 1B, him and Spence. That's how the consensus, I would say we all probably agree overall. Those guys have been looking super impressive and stuff. Amir Khan is a silver medalist, not even 37 years old. He's 31, 32, something like that, right? He's a silver medalist. He could have fought Kell Brook. That would have been a good payday too. He's fighting a dangerous-ass Terrence Crawford. And he been knocked out as a silver medalist who's not even 37 years old. So how is it that Khan has this type of resume? You know, and to his credit, he did see, you know, he was chasing Floyd and Pacquiao. I do think he would have fought them if those fights manifested. So he's chased best fights. He's fought the Danny Garcias. He fought Marco Antonio Barrera. He fought and stopped Zab Judah. He fought Luis Collazo. He fought Devin Alexander. He fought against Chris Algieri. He fought against Canelo at a higher weight that, we knew that wouldn't be good. So he's a silver medalist, younger than Triple G. They both medaled the same, and Khan's younger, and he's still challenging himself when some people are like, oh, you're crazy. Crawford's way too good. You're going to get knocked out. Triple G got a good chin, and he's a silver medalist. Listen, you guys are getting distracted. Please learn to keep up. Khan getting hurt, bro. It's not about if Khan's getting hurt. You guys always sidetrack with silly stuff. It's not about if Khan loses to Crawford. It doesn't. That's literally not the point at all. The point is he's a silver medalist, younger than Golovkin, right? He's younger than Golovkin, and he's taking the challenge. He just fought Canelo. It don't matter if he gets knocked out. He's still taking the challenge. A lot of guys will get knocked out if they fucking had the balls that Khan has, and then moved up and weight and did weird shit that he was doing, and fought the adequate competition. There'd be a lot of guys that get knocked out, or at least, very least, take an L. So, you can't take that away from him. Now, fast forward. Golovkin, 37, 36, 37, older than Khan. They both medaled with silver medals. And he's supposed to be the boogeyman. That's what HBO said. HBO said he's number one pound for pound. ESPN said he's number one pound for pound. ESPN said he's the best 25 in the last 25 years. They were comparing him to Bernard Hopkins, legend. Comparing him to Marvin Hagler, legend, right? And then when there's criticism on a potential Vanes Martirosyan fight, what did happen, or a rumored Hassan Ndam fight, now motherfuckers like, oh, get off his back. What? What part of the game is this? So y'all motherfuckers in old media can say he's number one pound for pound, but then when it comes time to do what number one pound for pounds do, which is fight elite level competition, at least some of the time, and not just wait around for certain fights, take whatever you have to do to get to, like Jacobs. Jacobs got his big fight with Triple G, came up short. I thought he won, but the judges didn't. Cool. Then what'd he do? Climb back up that ladder. Undefeated guy. Now he back in an elite level fight in the unification that he's been asking for. Boom. It's that simple. Triple G keeps taking these like hide and go seek fights in between Canelo. And then DAZN is, if they put this on their network, then they part of it. They supporting it. Now here's the thing. Let's talk about DAZN. Smash the like button. Told you we breaking this down like a brick. DAZN's a new company. DAZN is trying to break through the American market. DAZN, employed Eddie Hearns, who kind of rubbed Americans the wrong way and gave a certain vibe or impression, first impression off. That's that. They got to deal with that. They got to live with that. On top of the perils and the struggles of just being a new company in general and having to, lay your flag down and show people your worth. Within less than a year, they've already doubled their price, raised it by 100%. If you do the monthly package, which they came in the game saying pay-per-view is dead, $9.99. Look what you get. All the 100 fights, $9.99. Now they're justifying a 100% price hike, saying, hey, you still get a good value, or you can do the annual. But like I said, I'm not doing anything annual that hasn't been out for a year unless it's constitutes as I know I'm going to get my money's worth. I know what you're going to do. Moves like this is why I'm not paying DAZN $100 up front. Because if you have Triple G and you have Andrade and you can make that and you elect to make Triple G versus Ndam, then why would I pay for, and I don't know. I'd rather just pay for the fights individually that I want. And it just so happens that Anthony Joshua and Canelo fight within 30 days of each other. So I'm going to pay $19.99 to watch those two fights. Then I'll cancel. And then when I know the schedule as it sits, then I'll get those fights. And then once they've built a rapport in the community with making matchups that appeal to me, an American, then I'll consider doing the 1 year subscription. It's nothing personal, but I got to leverage my spending. I spend on traveling on fights for you guys and stuff like that. End of story. But again, matchups like this and Ryan Garcia versus a guy coming off a knockout loss That's a little bit different because Ryan Garcia, he's at that point in his career. He's like 20 or whatever age he is. You know what I'm saying? But still, that's the matchups we're getting. You know, David Price and Cash Ali getting bit, you know? And then now for Triple G, who is respected, you say he's grossly popular. If you're going to try to feed me Canelo Triple G, then I want to see Triple G in a good fight as a precursor. Canelo's in a good fight as a precursor. So why can't I see that from Triple G and then build up and make the fans salivate? I'm a fan still, you know, make me salivate. Give me a reason to watch Canelo Triple G Part 3. I've already seen 24 rounds of that and heard and read about their sparring at Big Bear. You know, the other thing, Triple G and Canelo 3, if they did what I'm saying, guess what? That makes a lot of sense, because if Triple G beats Demetrius Andrade, he'll grab that last Infinity Stone, that WBO belt, that last belt. Canelo already made it a thing to ESPN Deportes and did interviews saying he looks to unify this year. So Triple G in essence would circumvent Canelo. He would make sure that Canelo had to go through him in order to realize that what Canelo called a dream, to unify and be undisputed and collect all the belts. So you basically obstruct his pathway. Beat Andrade, one guy, which, you know, let the fans tell in the comment section, oh, Andrade, he's not ready, he'll get destroyed. All right, cool. Let's see it then. You beat that one guy. Now you have the last remaining strap. He has to go through you. But guess what? WBC, they ordered for Golovkin to fight Charlo to get Canelo, right? They said, you Triple G, you're ranked high. We put Charlo in eliminators. He's the number one guy. Fight him, winner gets Canelo. That's option A. So Triple G could have tried to push for that fight, try to see if DAZN or whatever, however they work it out, if that fight could get made. But we know that didn't happen, right? So that was option A to Canelo. So that's what I'm saying. Triple G could get Canelo, and he could get it like the right way, fight Charlo. Then WBC says we're going to order Canelo to face you. You will then be the mandatory. Option A. Option B would, what I'm saying, an easier fight to make because he's in-house with DAZN, is to fight the only other guy with a belt that is not already fighting at middleweight. Canelo, Jacobs, they're fighting. Between the two of them, there's 3 belts. The winner of that fight has all 3 of those belts. So the only other strap Canelo will have to get, he's going to have to go through Andrade if he really wants to do that. But if Triple G fought Andrade and beat him, then now he has to come through you. So that's option B. We're not hearing about Triple G versus Andrade. Like I said it'd be great, but I'm not going to hold my breath. We're hearing about Triple G versus Hassan Indam, who hasn't been an active player. He fought one time in 2018. He lost to David Lemieux, knocked down 4 times, lost to Peter Quillen, knocked down 6 times, beat Martin Murray, controversially beat Ryota Murata, had a rematch, and then lost by stoppage. And then this is so I don't see how it's of benefit to DAZN. I really don't. Listen, it's not my money to lose, so I don't really give a shit like that. But I'm just telling you simple business. You paid Triple G X amount of dollars, whatever DAZN offered him to make sure he didn't go to ESPN or PBC. And I heard it was a lot. You gave Triple G equity. You gave Triple G some spots for Triple G promotions to have fights on the platform. That's your business. But I'm just saying, as a business, you're offering Triple G all this money, and you know you're talking about making. It's not official yet, but Los Angeles Times has thus far been very on point. Like I've in fact, as it relates to Triple G particularly, I've gotten news from it. Like when Canelo versus Golovkin was doing a press tour, I got it from the Los Angeles Times. Or when the fight was announced, you know, and the drug test was failed, I got some of that information pertaining to Triple G's recent career from them. I got quotes from them. I got quotes from De La Hoya from them. So I would consider Lance Pugmire and Los Angeles Times in the know, a credible source, not just like some random YouTuber that, you know, doesn't have any industry connects. You know, I see Lance Pugmire at the fights. Shout out to him. So this Indom talk, I'm pretty sure is coming from somewhere. You get what I'm saying? So the point being is DAZN, this is your money to lose, but you gave Triple G all this just to get him in the door, right? Just to get it. I'm not talking about Tevin Farmer or Ryan Garcia. I don't care about any of that right now. You go talk about that on another channel. I'm talking about the title of this video first and foremost. Once I get past that, you know, maybe if I have time, I'll talk about, you know, random people fighting that doesn't look like they're going to fight. Anyway, Triple G, you gave him equity. You gave him a good salary or payday. You're not doing pay-per-view. You got to make these events, in my opinion, as a new business, you got to make these events count. You got to make them make sense. You have to make fans anticipate wanting to see them. You have to justify a 100% price hike. You have to justify someone coming out of pocket $100, you know. And Triple G versus Indom, I'm sorry, it just doesn't. I'm not sorry, actually, but this is a figure of speech. It just doesn't do it for me. You know, it doesn't. What does that prove? That doesn't prove anything for Canelo beats Jacobs. That'll show me something, because I think Jacobs is a stern test. If Triple G beats Indom, what does that really prove at this point? What does that really prove? Like, well, oh shit, you know, I must watch the Canelo Triple G 3 now. However, if they did things, what I'm saying, which is something they can facilitate, put Triple G in there with Andrade, then he would collect a belt. Now, for the first time, Canelo Golovkin 1 and 2, when it was on HBO pay-per-view, has something that was never the case in those first 2 Canelo Triple G fights. It will be Canelo Triple G for all of the belts at middleweight for undisputed. All Triple G has to do is beat one guy, Demetrius Andrade. So by collecting that WBO, he never had the WBO because Billy Joe Saunders had it, failed a drug test. He was supposed to fight Andrade. So Andrade, by default, got to fight the other highest ranking guy, Walter Katandakwa, and became the champion, right? So that is something different. When HBO had Canelo and Triple G, this still wasn't for undisputed because Billy Joe Saunders at the time was running around with the belt. So, excuse me. So in my opinion, that brings a new element to it where people might be itching. Damn, Canelo gets past Jacobs. He got Jacobs' belt. Now he has 3 belts. And Triple G just got past Andrade, stopped him. He's an undefeated fighter at Southpaw. That was a good win, right? And then now you have Canelo versus Golovkin for all the marbles, basically. Undisputed at middleweight, which is something HBO didn't even have when they had the Canelo Triple G 1 and 2. Block boxing is life. Yeah, he putting emails and shit. Block him. So you bring a new dynamic just with that one move, with that one fight. So, and then like to add insult to injury or whatever, is you got guys like Jacobs and Canelo and Andrade. You know, I can't really say Andrade, but I know Andrade. I feel Andrade would take the fights, but you know he hasn't got him. But definitely Canelo and Jacobs. They younger or whatever, and they're taking on crazy challenges. Triple G, and see, this is the thing. A lot of people try to compare Triple G to Mayweather. There's no comparison. What Triple G did in his career is what he did in his career. His resume doesn't stack up well against Mayweather. You know, if you look at, please, old media, one of you silly fucks, argue with me and tell me when Floyd was 37, look at what he accomplished. I'll argue on behalf of Floyd, since y'all motherfuckers be like the Black Channel and all this shit. I'll argue on behalf of Floyd's resume. You argue on behalf of Triple G's resume at 37, and we'll see how it stacks up. So please, somebody take, you know, ESPN or, you know, one of you guys that said Triple G is the best 25 in the last 25 years. Cool. You argue Triple G's resume. We'll go bar for bar and see who runs out first. So you look at from 37, you know, from fetus to 37, You argue for the standpoint of Triple G. I'll argue from fetus to 37, Floyd Mayweather's resume. Korbov's a better fight, but he's still coming off a loss. It's a better fight than Indom for sure. So I would have accepted that more than a potential Indom fight. But it still doesn't give Triple G that belt, which would make Canelo Triple G trilogy for all the marbles. Shout out to Vidal Pierce. No comparison. Floyd at 37 had beaten like 15 champions. Fact. That's what I'm saying. Like, see, it's all fun and games until you have to know your boxing and you have to put it up against, like, not emotion, not name calling, but fact for fact, line for line. You can say whatever you want about, oh, you guys like this guy, beat up his wife, all that extra shit. We talking resume for resume, 37 and under. Who did what? And tell me that Triple G's resume stacks up. So, a lot of people, oh, but you didn't say this when Floyd fought Berto. Of course I didn't. You know why? Because Floyd had already accomplished, he just beat Pacquiao, who y'all motherfuckers said would beat him. On top of the slew of other people that he beat. Doing the unthinkable over and over and over. Beating guys when he's hurt, like Shane Mosley. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Like, so we're not even talking about the same thing at that point. So once again, those things aren't equal. Why would I take somebody who's accomplished? That's like, let's say it's called seniority. If I look at Mayweather's 22 years in the game, what he gave us, what as a fighter, right? And 37 up to the year 37 for Mayweather, and I look at what he did, then that's what I'm basing my thought process off. It's not that he's black or I like him or some shit. I'm going off of what he's provided. That's the reality of it. See, they want to bend it and twist it and change it, spin doctor, and then try to make it out like motherfuckers is just supporting Floyd or yeah, okay, he could fight Berto just off of the strength, off of GP, off because he's black or something stupid, Yeah, stop talking about this bet shit. Y'all do that on your own time, bro, because it's distracting. Y'all putting emails and stuff. If you guys want to bet, exchange Twitters, and then y'all can, you guys can worry about that. But we got bigger fish to fry. If y'all want to bet, that's on y'all. So, that again, we're searching for equality. They want things to be equal, even things that, like I said, if a guy's fast and a guy's slow, I'm not going to say they have equal speed. That's stupid. That doesn't even make sense. If we're talking about Ruslan Provodnikov and we're talking about Pernell Whitaker, I'm not going to say they have equivalent defense. That's just ridiculous. Pernell Whitaker was sweet in there and, playing around, dodging deflected shots and stuff, like doing all types of shit. So I'm not going to act like they have the same. That doesn't even make sense. That's like somebody who can dunk and someone who can't, and I'm giving them both credit for impressive dunks. It doesn't make sense. Vince Carter has sick dunks, That's just what it is. So I'm not somebody else who can't dunk. I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, that was an equal dunk. Or if the dunk wasn't equal, if it's just a basic dunk and then somebody else is like flipping over a car and, doing some crazy shit, I'm not going to say the dunks are the same. We're never after that. I never tell you we want equality. We want what, if you're going to hold people to this standard, hold everybody to that standard. That's the type of shit we on. Lalo Folks 94. What does that have to do with anything? How good is Jamal Charlo? Who cares? He's a better fight than Hassan Indom for Triple G, and the WBC ordered it. Listen, that's your warning. If you want to go bar for bar, line for line, let's do it. That doesn't make sense. You guys always try to distract from the actual argument. Jamal Charlo, how good he is. He's looking better than Hassan Indom has. Provodnikov retired. You see how they always try to dip out and deflect to something else. How good is Charlo? Who cares? He's looking better than Indom. I'll tell you that much. He ain't been stopped. Like, he ain't been dropped 1,000 times like Indom. You know what I'm saying? So what are we talking about? He don't have them rusty braids like Indom. What are we talking about? You see how they say everything but the answer? They never answer any of these questions, man. It doesn't matter how good Charlo is. I mean, will you answer it? Does Indom impress you more than Charlo? Be real. You know, it's a distraction. This is what people do. They distract. Oh, what about the Charlos and Brandon? What does that have to do with this? Charlo Brandon Adams is definitely a better fight than Indom. I'll just come. That sounds weird, bro. I don't even know what you're talking about. That sounds weird. You know? And see, this is the thing. When you guys try to distract, just know you can't fool us all. You're not gonna bamboozle Eagles Army and all of us. That don't even make sense. The bottom line is people like the way Charlo talks in interviews and his demeanor. They know he's an action-packed fighter. They know the name, and he's known in America. So, see, this is the thing. See, people acting like I'm like Patriot of the Year, and I don't want no one else from anywhere else. That's not even the case. But Triple G's trying to fight in America, right? Cool. Make your money, get your bread, fight in America. Block Lalo, folks, 94. You ain't coming back, bro. He said, I'll just come back when y'all talking about Charlo and others, so just block him. No, you ain't coming back unless you come back with another username. Just block him. See, he tried to distract and got mad because he couldn't distract, so I'll just come back. Yeah, you ain't coming back. What did Keanu Reeves say in Point Break? He's not coming back. He's not coming back. Man, I'm Keanu Reeves of this shit. I'm Johnny Utah. Fuck y'all talking about. Anyway, bottom line, Charlo's American. He has a name brand. Come on, stop playing. This dude, Indom, is from Cameroon or some shit, and he's not at the same point in his career. So stop playing. So you think Charlo, who's fought at the Barclays several times in New York, wouldn't be a better sell than Triple G versus a guy from Cameroon who's seen better days in his career and got knocked down 10 times by two fighters, Lemieux and Quillen? Like, is that, see, I'm telling you, old media, this shit is over. You know this shit don't make sense. They could try as hard as they want, but they know they ain't got enough ammunition. You might as well just come out with your hands up, because you know this shit ain't making sense, bruh. Look, I told you. I did a video about this. Look. Like clockwork, Miguel says, make a video about Charlo smashing up tomato cans because he's fighting another in June instead of fighting a notable. He's been fighting tomato cans his whole career. On a Triple G Indom video. Like clockwork. Like, make a video about Charlo, man. Hold on, let me play it. The Black Channel. Make a video about Charlo. Why are you not talking about Charlo? Listen. Yo, cut the fucking beat, bro. Cut the beat. I know the games you're playing, and guess what? Hold on. Let's really vote. Do y'all think I'm stupid? Like, real talk. Like, do you think I have no intelligence? Let's just vote. Yeah, it's okay. Let's vote. If you think I'm not stupid funny, like, oh, haha, you're stupid. You think I'm really like stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, F student stupid. Like, I just stopped going to school stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see the games, bro. I want to know if you guys think I'm an asshole. Like, I'm stupid. Come on, ego, you aren't stupid. Well, that's cool, Hulk Bradley. He's saying, nah. He's like, nah, come on, you aren't stupid, bro. Because you're trying to play, not you particularly, but they're trying to play me like I'm stupid. So, I don't know. Maybe the perception of me is like I'm just some, Stupid idiot. I don't know. Let me break it down. Dude just deflected, brought up Charlo, and the announcement and the news and the title of the video is about Triple G's potential next opponent being Indom. He said, make a video about Charlo fighting tomato cans. Miguel. How did Lalo folks just subscribe and y'all just blocked him? I'm the king of this boxing shit, bro. People get clapped about out the chat and then they subscribe. Who else has this happened to? That guy just got clapped and then it says he just subscribed. Okay. I don't even know how it's possible, but whatever. Motherfucker just got tossed up and then subscribe. Whatever, bro. You can't comment, but you subscribe some kind of way. Whatever. I must be the king. Anywho, this is why I'm asking if people think I'm stupid. Because these tricks don't work. Like, it's so easy to see. He said in a video about Triple G, the current news that LA Times just dropped today, I reacted to it, saying I'm not a big fan of Indom. I'm not a fan of Indom, but I'm not a fan of Triple G fighting Indom at this point, right? That's the topic of the video. Randomly, the Black Channel, make a video about Charlo. Why are you not talking about, randomly, why don't you make a video about Charlo fighting tomato cans? When you seen the title of the video had nothing to do with Charlo, but you just randomly bring that up to deflect. But beyond that, these dudes must think I'm really stupid. You can't even use that, make a video about Charlo fighting tomato cans, because the world knows that Triple G was trying to fight the same guy in Brandon Adams. So even that, you're at a deficit, because Brandon Adams just won the Contender and Triple G was trying to fight him. So you're telling me, oh, make a fight about Jermall Charlo fighting tomato cans. But Triple G was trying to fight the same guy. They both put bids to him, and he just chose. He just chose to go the PBC Charlo route from what it's sounding. So how does that make sense? I told you, y'all must think I'm stupid. So you can't even use that. It'd be one thing if it was like, Charlo was fighting Willie Monroe and Triple G didn't offer to fight Willie Monroe. Bro, these dudes don't even think. That's what I'm saying. That's how you know it's emotion. They can't even think straight right now. That's how old me. They have nowhere to turn. So, okay, fine. Charlo's fighting a cherry-picked tomato can. But just know that Triple G and his team reached out to the same cherry-picked tomato can, right? So make that make sense. When we know PBC and DAZN both had a bidding war for Brandon Adams. These dudes are so dumb that they'll cut off their nose to spite their face. They're willing to just off everything, kamikaze style. Just everybody get blowed up. Like Chris Tucker said, everybody get blowed up. Push the goddamn button. They rather everybody just go out. Whatever. Anyway, I really don't see how that benefits DAZN. Because, okay, let's say, here's another, I can't stop. It's just so funny. The other thing is, Showtime is not charging me $20 a month. Like, if I have a Showtime subscription, I know I could bank on this fight. Like, okay, let's say my Showtime subscription, right? I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but I know it's not $20, right? I have to check the actual price, the actual price. But with my Showtime subscription, I get to see, I'm going to see Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale, right? I get to watch that particular fight. And then I'll also be able to watch the Jermall Charlo, because they're saying, so one's on May 18th, the Wilder versus Breazeale, and they're talking about June 15th or some shit for Charlo. So for less than $20, because it's within 30 calendar days or whatever, I'll basically be able to watch Wilder, see if he can make good on his promises with his mandatory, and Charlo. For DAZN, it's $20 a month, to see to see Triple G versus possibly Indom. So we're not even talking about the same thing in regards to that. Not to mention, Premier Boxing Champs gave you a lot of fights on free Fox this year. That's what I'm saying. It's over for old media. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. They just clinging on. This stuff don't even make sense anymore. They just saying whatever because that's how you know. See, if you have to operate off emotion rather than rational logic, then that's how you know you losing the battle because you don't even have nothing to say. You just have to, you know, resort to violence or say something crazy. Look, more excuses. Oh, I love this. This is funny. Look, they writing essays and shit, try to justify this. Look, they write me essays trying to explain this. Look at it. They write Bible psalms and shit. Look, y'all see that? They writing biblical scriptures trying to explain why Triple G. I'm done, bro. They writing fucking novels trying to explain. Let me see what this dumb shit say, bro. Come on, folks. We all know damn well he wasn't going to fight a big name in his first DAZN fight. And it's not because he's scared of anyone. It's because the business side will never let it happen. Bro, I'm done. I'm done, bro. They writing now. Listen, that's how you know what it is. I don't even gotta say no more. Let them. You can write novels. Everything I'm saying is baloney and whatever. Triple G versus Indom is a great fight. And Charlo and the Black Channels, tomato cans, and gangbangers and bandanas, whatever, bro. Why do they sag their pants? I mean, whatever. I don't know what to tell y'all. They writing novels trying to justify Tyson Fury not fighting Wilder, fighting Tom Schwartz. Yeah, what are you doing? I'm Tom Schwarzenegger. They write Bible scriptures. Triple G 316. You know this is his first fight in the new DAZN deal. It's not because he's scared. It's because, you know, he had a vision. He had a vision, his new deal. He must fight Hassan Indom from Cameroon. The dangerous waters of Cameroon. All right, bro. Y'all believe it. Shout out to Canelo. Shout out to Jacobs. Hold on. Oh, my dude, Jesus. He said, De Jesus. Oh, I don't know. I was trying to read what he said, but I didn't see. I don't know the conversation. And see, the other thing is, like I said, Showtime, they've already been doing it. ESPN already been doing it, like sports in general. DAZN is something new that they're trying to kick off the ground. You got to make, like, your main, like, do you see what I'm saying? They keep having main events that aren't categoristically similar to other like other American promoters with the good stable, like Al Heyman. His events don't look like that. You know, his main events aren't two non-American guys, one who's seen better days and one coming off of a loss. You get what I'm saying? That's not like, okay, so a guy from Kazakhstan and a guy from Cameroon as the main event in New York. Like, you're not Canelo. Canelo doesn't fight in New York, and he's boxing's biggest star. So, yeah, he could go fight in New York against the Rocky Fielding. You know, some of the British probably come out, and it's just still an opportunity to see Canelo. How's this boxing his life dude keep coming back? You know? So, you know what the funny thing about old media is? We got time on our side, you know, because this, okay, first of all, what I'm saying, this is why I don't even stress, bro. Just listen. If what they're saying is true, and this is indeed a great fight and a big come up, one, let's look at the reaction if the fight gets announced, right? Because it's not just my channel. Wait till DAZN if this fight gets announced, Triple G versus Indom, and then go to DAZN's own page or Triple G's own page and read through the comments and tell me what you think. This is why it's over for old media, because they're all in a position where no matter what, over time it's going to be shown anyway. You can't fool all of boxing, bro. You're not going to be able to fool all of boxing. That doesn't make sense. So just look at the comments. Just look at the comments. If this fight gets announced and Triple G does fight Indom, read the comments and tell me what they say. But beyond that, the other thing they can't do is, if people are going to actually commit and buying DAZN, why do they have to raise the price if DAZN is doing so well? If they're doing good and these matchups are what you guys are saying, and these are great matchups, then what's the point of raising the price? Make that make sense, And you can't see, and this is the other thing. The guy in the comment section, he tried to justify it by saying that, Triple G is his first fight with DAZN. Okay. But he's also claiming that he beat Canelo's ass. So you can't play both sides of the fence. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. How can you say I beat Canelo down and was robbed, but at the same time you're also saying that you need a tune-up or my introduction fight has to be someone of that? That doesn't even make sense, bro. Just like Tyson Fury. If he really feels he beat Wilder 10 rounds to 2, why are you fighting a guy no one's ever heard of? If Triple G really feels he got robbed by Canelo, then why is it that Canelo is fighting Jacobs and you're fighting, Indom? And like I said, none of this old media is, bro. This shit don't make sense. When my dude Kid Chocolate, shout out to him, shout out to Cuba, when he fought Indom, y'all said Peter Quillen fought bums. You see how the double standards work? When Quillen fought him in 2012, when he was just on the come up, Quillen started boxing late. He wasn't an Olympian. Golovkin was an Olympian and a silver medalist. So how is it that Kid Chocolate, he going from street fighting and homelessness, and he's already fighting Indom when he was at that spot of his career in 2012? He had fought like an older Winky Wright out of retirement, and he fought like Indom in 2012. Triple G's a silver medalist, 37 years old, right? And he's talking about fighting the same person. Triple G on some Broner shit. I beat that boy. David Lemieux almost killed Indom. Facts. Lemieux knocked him down 4 times. Quillen knocked him down 6 times. Horrible. So he got knocked by big punchers, Quillen and Lemieux. He got knocked down 10 times in 2 fights. Like, who has any interest in Triple G fighting Indom, bro? At this point. And this is Indom, who got stopped in 2017 by Ryota Murata, allegedly had a win, but a lot of people thought he lost that fight. And then Murata loses to Rob Brandt. Like, Triple G was better off trying to fight Rob Brandt. Not that that's a huge fight either, but is no worse than Indom. At least Rob Brandt, I think he has an interim title or something. This shit is funny to me, but like I said, they can say whatever they want. Write these long ass essays trying to justify it, knowing they hold different fighters. Like I said, remember when Andre Ward fought Alexander Brand? We don't forget this stuff. Andre Ward fought Alexander Brand. You didn't have people like this dude, Miguel Mojica or whatever his name is. You didn't have this. You didn't have all this defending Andre Ward, saying why the Alexander Brand fight. And the difference is, we knew Ward was fighting Kovalev. he signed up for a multi-fight deal with HBO, and we knew it was going to be punctuated by at least one Kovalev fight. So that's why he fought Sullivan Barrera. That was it could have been a tougher fight than Ward made it. And Alexander Bram. Triple G is not like, man, whatever, I'm out. This shit is funny. This is comedy. So I can't wait to hear old media and all the justifications, all in the video, for why Canelo is fighting Jacobs. Jacobs is fighting Canelo. And then Triple G's talking about fighting somebody who, his best days were 2012. I don't even know. Indom's best win, because I can't even count that Murata first fight, because I don't even think he won that fight. So his best win was Curtis Stevens, and that was like 2015 or something. So good luck to old media. I think DAZN is aiming for casuals. Nah, bro. That doesn't, see, y'all just say what it. That doesn't even make sense either. Don't ever compare. You can never compare Triple G's resume to Bernard Hopkins. That's an insult. We know that now. That has been stated on my channel several times. That made no sense then. Y'all got mad. It makes no sense now. I told you that. Troy told you that. It makes no fucking sense. Period. Y'all was mad as fuck justifying Dominique Wade and all these other fights, saying they made sense. All right, bro. You're like, oh yeah, he's the next Marvin Hagler. He'll beat Hagler. All right. He's done more than Bernard Hopkins. All right. So let me get this straight. Like, let's really break this down. Some of you guys got mad at the channel and really compare B-Hop. I've already made this point before in the past stream. How you do a bid in prison for like 9 years or whatever length of time B-Hop was wilding and then got incarcerated. How are you incarcerated? You come out and still have a better resume by age 37 than Triple G. Let me know that. Bernard Hopkins beat Felix Tito Trinidad at age 36. And not too many years after that, he beat De La Hoya. So he was probably 37, 38 or some shit. What are we talking about? How do you go to jail? Not jail, fuck county. How you go to prison? Lose your first. See, some of y'all don't know. Bernard Hopkins lost his pro debut. Oh, it was 5 years? That's still 5 years of your life. Some people don't know this. Bernard Hopkins lost his pro debut. How you lose your pro debut, go to prison. You go to prison for 5 years, come out, take early losses in your career to Roy Jones Jr., and you still by age 37 have a better resume than Golovkin and decided wins. Even Triple G's best wins, like or whatever, like Daniel Jacobs. I can't even say the Canelo fight, but those best opponents, those are all controversial. And y'all really compared B-Hop to this? B-Hop fought Roy Jones twice, lost, and then beat him. William Joppy. What are we talking about? The guy that knocked out Roy Jones. Glenn Johnson. B-Hop stopped him. Felix Tito Trinidad. Oscar De La Hoya stopped to the body. What are we really talking about, people? Kovalev's old trainer, John David Jackson, stopped him. The Executioner, fought Jermaine Taylor twice. He was undisputed. He moved up 2 weight classes to fight Tarver, who also knocked out Roy Jones Jr. And y'all was really comparing B-Hop to, man, people said Kelly Pavlik, Jean Pascal, even the B-But Shumanov, guys like that. at least Kurat Murat and all that, Cairo Murat or whatever his name is. Even those were ranked guys at the time. Plus, Bernard Hopkins was like infinity years old when he fought those guys. So that still was impressive. You know, and y'all really compare, man, come on, man. And y'all really compared him to B-Hop, talking about he going to break his record and, you know, he better than Man, stop it. Look at the fight with Kelly Pavlik. Kelly Pavlik was a hot shot. He was a young gunner right there with power. They said Hopkins' old ass is, oh man, his ass is grass. And that was one of Hopkins. He looked great in that fight. He had Youngstown, Ohio looking bad in there. B-Hop's a legend, bro. And they really try to compare it. You know, this man Hopkins fought Kawasaki, Winky, Chad Dawson. Stop it. Pascal. I think he fought Pascal in Canada too. You know, Adonis Stevenson later beat Tavoris Cloud, but B-Hop beat him at an older age before Adonis Stevenson. That was one of Adonis Stevenson's title defenses after he knocked out Chad Dawson. And B-Hop schooled Tavoris Cloud. See, y'all, oh my gosh, bro. This shit is funny. See, this separates the boys from the men who know boxing. Y'all could fall for, you know, what people tell you. But, yeah, you know, this stuff don't make sense. It really, and I don't think the thing from a business perspective, I don't see how this benefits DAZN. How does this benefit DAZN at all? You know, how's this going to drive sales and drive people? And see, this is what happens a lot of times with black fighters in America. You know, Crawford got to fight all these different styles and different people. You know, they want Crawford to act out and talk trash in order to sell the Amir Khan pay-per-view. But Golovkin don't have to do anything. He don't have to have like no radical personality. He don't have to trash talk. You know, he don't even have to fight someone like an Amir Khan who's a silver medalist. Crawford didn't go to the Olympics. Amir Khan did. And he's a silver medalist. So even though Khan's been stopped before, Hassan and Dom's been beat, and he ain't no silver medalist to my knowledge, you know. And he got beat by a guy you beat, like David Lemieux and Martin Murray. They fought. You know, come on, bro. I'm out of here. You guys, good luck justifying it. Make this make sense. I don't see this being a big fight. Canelo's doing his thing. Jacobs is doing his thing. You know, I feel bad for Andrade too, because I think Andrade deserves a Triple G type fight. You know, Andrade had like different management fights that fell through. Like Jermell Charlo was supposed to be a thing, and those fights didn't, you know, happen. So he's like, he has grounds to make up. And DAZN trying to put him in there with Mad Selesky, who just fought Gabe Rosado, you know, instead of giving him a Triple G opportunity, you know, to grow his brand if he can beat Triple G. That would have been great. Andrade's an Olympian. Triple G is an Olympian. Andrade's already called out Triple G 1,000 times, called out Canelo, said he'll fight the Charlos, you know. Saunders failed a drug test and messed up his come up. Exactly. Icy the one. That's what I'm saying. And who wouldn't want to see, who would rather see Hassan and Dom than two Olympians like Andrade and Triple G? Plus, like I said, if they fought, then guess what? Now Canelo versus Jacobs winner, if they fought the winner of Andrade Triple G, it becomes for undisputed, all the belts. So I can't wait to see how they justify it, and let's see if they do them lose-lose situation articles. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm about to get something to eat. I'm out.